Let's face it, parents. Dealing with toddler tantrums can feel like you're navigating a hurricane of emotions. Toddlers are still developing their emotional regulation skills, and sometimes they simply get overwhelmed. And that's where these 5 genius hacks come in. These tried and tested techniques are designed to help you understand your toddler's triggers, diffuse tense situations, and restore peace to your household. So stick around, because we're about to unlock the secrets to calmer, happier days for both you and your little one. Now, when your little one is in the throes of a meltdown, your instinct might be to raise your voice to match their intensity. But trust me on this one, speaking softly can be surprisingly effective. Instead of yelling, try kneeling down to their level, make gentle eye contact, and say in a low, soothing voice, "I know you're upset, but we need to put our shoes on now." This change in your demeanor can be incredibly disarming. Suddenly, they're not met with the same level of intensity, and it forces them to pause and listen. When you respond to their outburst with composure, you're teaching them valuable emotional regulation skills. So the next time your little one is teetering on the edge of a tantrum, take a deep breath, lower your voice, and watch the magic happen. Toddlers, despite their small size, have big feelings and an even bigger desire for independence. When they feel like they have no control over their environment, that's when the tantrums often erupt. But here's the secret. Offering them simple choices can make them feel empowered and more willing to cooperate. For example, instead of saying, "time for bed," which might be met with resistance, try offering a choice. Would you like to wear your pajamas with the stripes or the stars tonight? Or do you want to read the dinosaur book or the truck book before bed? By giving them a sense of ownership over the situation, you're shifting the dynamic. They're no longer just following orders. They're actively making decisions. By giving them opportunities to make small choices throughout the day, you're helping them develop a sense of independence and responsibility. It's a win-win for everyone involved. Sometimes the best way to deal with a tense situation is to inject a little humor. And no, I'm not talking about laughing your toddler's tantrum. I'm talking about using playful distraction to shift the mood and break the cycle of negativity. Think about it. Toddlers thrive on play. So when your little one is on the verge of a meltdown, try tapping into that playful energy by doing something completely unexpected. Maybe it's launching into a silly dance, making a funny face, or even letting out a playful roar. Often, this sudden shift from frustration to amusement can be enough to snap them out of their emotional tailspin. The key is to be genuine and enthusiastic about it. Sometimes a tantrum is simply a sign that they need a break from the current environment. If you're stuck in a cycle of frustration at home, try stepping outside for a few minutes. Fresh air, natural light, and the opportunity to move their bodies can do wonders for a restless toddler. Even if it's just for a quick walk around the block, that change of pace can be enough to reset their emotions. If getting outside isn't an option, try moving to a different room in the house. If they're having a meltdown in the playroom, for example, suggest moving to the kitchen table for a snack or to the living room for a story. The key is to redirect their energy towards something positive and engaging. By changing the environment or introducing a new activity, you're essentially hitting the refresh button on their emotions. Teaching toddlers how to regulate their breathing is like giving them a superpower to combat those big feelings. One of the easiest and most enjoyable ways to encourage deep breathing is with bubbles. Blowing bubbles is not only fun, but it requires deep, controlled breaths. Another fun technique is to pretend you're blowing out candles on a birthday cake. Light a few pretend candles, or use your fingers. Take a deep breath together, and then exhale slowly to blow out the flames. These simple exercises help toddlers understand the concept of taking deep breaths and exhaling slowly. The more you incorporate these breathing exercises into your daily routine, the more likely your toddler will be to use them when they feel overwhelmed. So there you have it. 5 genius hacks to help you navigate the wonderful world of toddler tantrums. Remember, every child is different, so what works for one toddler might not work for another. The key is to find what works best for your little one, and to be patient and consistent with your approach. Don't forget, tantrums are a normal part of child development. They're simply trying to communicate their needs and emotions in the best way they know how. Until next time, happy parenting.